Congratulations. No, that's not right. Happy New... no, it's... oh, good afternoon, folks. Yeah. we're back again here, and
I'm going to keep
I
talking.
have some things left over from my superb memory. We're being adjusted.
We're getting some centering.
There we go.
Going on.
Now we're all
centering some stuff.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we're centered. Now we're
Yeah.
centered.
What I wanted to say was that Black Friday actually started, as far as this report was concerned,
Whoa. Where's my chair?
in yeah.
Right here.
Are you coming in?
I'm in.
I love it. I
Yeah.
like that.
I'm in. I just had to.
That. That makes a little bit more sense with the spacing.
Yeah, I just.
We were like,
I was like,
oh, there's a whole bunch of empty space over here.
Yeah.
Is this gonna mess you
no,
up
I just
with
didn't know that was
the
the plan.
recording?
Nope.
Yeah. Sorry, Ivan, we jumped in on you.
Oh, it's all
So
right.
Sorry, Dad.
Black Friday.
Yeah. I started in Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah, and it was started by the police department.
Huh.
And I can't tell you exactly what year it was, but it was probably before the 1950s, where the Black Friday really got going, was like 80s and 90s and so on, for profit idea. But the policemen in Philadelphia dreaded the Black Friday.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, because that's where the traffic jams were coming, and the sidewalks were crowded, and there was massive this and that, and there was no additional staff for them. So, Black Friday was a different meaning than we have now. So that's all
So
I had.
it wasn't a shopping thing back then.
No.
It was like more of a gathering. Let's go out and cause havoc on a Friday.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it
Work off the turkey.
the
Just had a little hiccup. Pardon me.
meanings of
Black Friday sale. No wonder everything's discounted.
Black Friday changes meaning to a profit time for make a black bottom line for all year. That's
You know what's
pretty-
interesting is, do you guys?
Great
Pretty
idea.
strange.
Yeah. Do you remember probably like 10 years ago even, where they used to say like only gonna have 5 TVs, right? And when it runs out, it's out. And people
Yeah.
used to fight in the
Yeah.
stores.
Stabbings.
Yes.
There used to be stabbings.
Stupid people.
Over a TV.
Over a TV or a stuffed animal that you couldn't get. I mean, the movie that comes closest to it is the Jingle All the Way,
Oh,
where they're
I've
trying to
seen
find that
Yeah. Oh,
doll. But
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. That was. I've heard of that, but yeah. Yeah, and been downtown Portland near that, and so yeah, that's right. It's a mess.
How did you ever do Black Friday shopping? Or have you ever shopped?
Yeah, I tried to get the hell out of there. I was pretty safe because the places I frequented were bookstores, and namely old bookstores, which I love to travel in, or walk around in and sample this and that, and maybe buy one or two or something like that. You can get really good deals on books in places like Vinnie's and Goodwill and so on. It's it's a
Black
good
Friday,
Oh,
twice
yeah.
used
thing to
underwear
do.
at
Yeah.
Vinnie's.
Yeah, you have good times everywhere. Okay, that's what I had about Black Friday, and what I wanted to ask you guys was, how many holidays do you think are in? Holiday is really spelled holy day, and that's what holiday came from.
Interesting.
They are holy days. So how many holy days are there this season? Yeah, from get Thanksgiving on. How many holy days do you?
From Thanksgiving to Christmas?
Yeah. How many?
12.
Well,
was
no,
fast.
name them. Name them. Yeah.
Go ahead. There's December 1st, December 2nd,
Yeah.
December 3rd.
No.
Aren't all days holy?
Huh?
All days are holy
I mean, if you're doing it right.
if you're doing it right.
That's going off kind of the edge. You think that's
Holy
a little
days.
bit going off the edge
I
there?
mean, I feel like the layman's answer is one. Right? I mean, one.
Gotta be one.
It's got to be one.
Which one?
Is the answer one? One holy
No,
day?
you've got Hanukkah.
Oh no, there's
Oh, this is all religion.
there's Christmas.
Okay.
Christmas.
There's the 12 days of Christmas.
Those are holy days?
Yeah, some people.
Okay, that's
call
where I
it
got
for
the
holy
12,
days.
by the way.
I kind of
nice
figured
job.
as much. Yeah.
Yeah, and how about Hanukkah?
Yeah, how about it?
That's 8 days.
And
What's Yom Kippur?
okay, yeah, there you go. So that, they seem to bunch up in the last 2 months of the year, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have New Year's, and that's start of a whole different thing.
That's
So-
like an anti-holy day, New Year's.
Very anti-holy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I feel very unholy the
So-
next day.
Unholy
Yes.
that day, yeah.
So is there
Throw
a,
out the window go the resolutions for the new day. See how they fly.
Yeah.
so you got your holy days. Do you know how many there are in that zone?
No.
So what's the significance behind so many holy days during this time of the year?
Well, it's that there are different religions that are celebrating their holy day during that time. See, like you mentioned, of Hanukkah, Christmas,
Yeah.
yeah.
Every religion, or most religions, have some sort of holy day around this time of year.
Yeah,
Whether the Hebrew or Islam or
yeah, there you go.
Buddhists,
Yeah,
maybe.
And it's interesting that they are all towards the end of
yeah.
the year.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
I haven't thought about that.
No, I
before.
wonder if because you would imagine those holidays predated the traditional calendar. Is that fair?
The Gregorian calendar that
The
we
12-month calendar we use,
Yeah.
because that was Roman Empire. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think so.
But you would imagine a lot of those holidays had already come and gone prior to. So I wonder if they landed the change of the calendar based on the holy days being at the end of the year.
Well, there were a lot of pagan holy days. I can't name them, but there were a lot of them, and those got switched by the churches to the Christian holy days, for one thing.
Well, Christmas is pagan, wasn't it? In the early days, wasn't that a pagan?
Yes, it was. Christmas is the decorations, the tree. Tree is very German.
Mhm.
It's there aren't any fir trees in Israel. I don't think. Do you?
Mhm.
I don't think so.
No, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of Christmas trees in Germany and all across northern Europe.
And they
Go ahead.
decided to celebrate Christ's birthday on that day because
Yeah.
Christ, they actually believe, was born in the spring.
That's right. And
was
there
gonna
was
ask that.
another holy
Really?
day that
The first
they
time or
took
the second
over.
time?
No, he was only born once.
Okay.
He was just risen
Got
the
it.
second time.
Okay. Yeah. Clarification.
I mean,
on
clarification.
the-
He was only
yeah,
born
right.
once.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the name of the one that Christmas took over. Is I'll have it next time. Well, if my memory works.
Hey, no, this is good combo. I've never really zoomed out and really thought about that. That's interesting that everything lands at this time of the year. And there's always you mentioned resolutions or rebirth or
Yeah.
starting anew with
Yeah,
the
there
new
you
season.
go. Yeah, starting anew. Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
all fits into.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
And having the last drink.
Yeah.
And Christmas
One
comes
more
from
drink.
Christ's Mass.
The last kiss
Christ.
before the end
Mass.
of the year.
Yeah, right.
Mass.
Right.
What's the mass part?
I imagine gathering.
So,
Oh.
so now what do we have in this
I don't
country
know.
that gets celebrated that after Christmas or during that period there's another holiday in there and it has to do with black people, doesn't it?
Martin Luther King Day?
Kwanzaa.
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 Yeah.
Kwanzaa.
That's celebrated And they,
Is that first of the year?
I don't know what
I
it
don't
is.
know
I
either.
think it's during the Christmas holiday.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day when we were coming through grade school, it was all just kind of lumped in with all the other
Yeah.
holidays. So I
Yeah.
think you're right.
And Hanukkah too.
Don't
you
forget
know,
about
yeah.
Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Don't forget about Kwanzaa. I have to look that up and get a little more educated on that, I think.
It's just it's a holy day for the folks that want to celebrate it, and it's relatively not new, but it's been more emphasis put on it, I think, in the last 40 years
Wow.
that I can recall. Yeah, I don't, when I was in high school, I don't recall that,
Yeah.
And
I've often thought, though, that like Hanukkah and things like that, the actual Jewish religion, it really is a beautiful religion.
Agreed.
It is an outstanding platform.
And the community built.
The community
You know,
is so strong, and
very
they're
much.
they're wonderful people. I don't say they, but you know what I mean. The actual and they it took them a long time to welcome us,
Yeah.
but we do well with them.
with who?
The Jewish community,
Oh, yeah.
they're beautiful, beautiful people. That's why I have a hard time understanding what the hell's going on right now.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, just a bunch
Well,
of idiots
I
out
know.
there.
It's, if I can, maybe I'll get in trouble, but it's easy to see why the Jewish people believe that God gave them Israel. And, you can read in the Bible about the desert and Canaan and the giants and all of that, but God gave them Israel. However, the Palestinians, the Arabs, already had it.
Mm.
So they are, in the English, kind of pushed it, that aside, and so the Palestinians and the Iranians, I believe, and Iraqis too. Well, that Middle East, they say, no, well, you don't get to just say that because, we had Muhammad and he come along and put all these nations together, and we think that's really not yours. It's been ours all along, and so they're going to fight about it forever.
And they have been.
Unfortunately,
And they have been and continue to.
yeah, the president and everybody keeps maybe I should say, thinking, well, let's get come to a ceasefire. Ceasefire that'll do good.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
And they just extended it for 3 days,
Yeah.
right? Which
Never gonna
3
happen.
days is not that long.
No.
We're right back in it soon.
Yeah, it's the Israelis.
Yeah, and it's
Will
really,
tell you it's never gonna shake out. Like it's supposed to.
and then we still have to keep in mind that Russia and Ukraine are still in conflict as well,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
so there's a couple of. It really feels like it's taken all the oxygen out of the room, the
Yeah.
Israel-Palestine
Yeah.
conflict right now. But I
Yeah.
mean, Ukraine is still hanging on,
Yeah.
and Russia's still an entity to be reckoned with. So going into these like winter months, it's easy to, we just talked about like being grateful a couple of minutes ago, but like
Yeah.
you think about the conflicts on the other side of the world and the weather they're going through, and just being at war is such a scary place to be. It still shocks me that we as 21st century humans are still in conflict.
Yeah. And the Russians and the Germans and all those people are us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we came from.
Yeah, we're us. They're us. We're them.
Gay.
We're gonna.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, but that's.
We could screw up a wet dream, Americans could. We could.
Imperialism at its best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll fix it. Oh,
We'll fix it. We're the heroes.
Who invited these guys? Nobody, actually.
Nobody invited them. And
showed
did you
up.
guys see all the homeless people in your country sleeping around the ground? I don't know. Maybe you
yeah.
should focus on that.
Yeah, no, come talk to us about our problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Just walk
It's
I
around.
like
love
when
having
you're
more
in-law-
openness in
Never
the
mind.
podcast. We don't have to worry about what we say.
Give me a cardboard box that they'll do
Yeah.
something. with
Wouldn't it
that.
be weird if
Build a house.
Christmas was like during the hottest time of year?
Be fantastic.
You know, because we're also used to snow. Remember when we were kids, we'd get on the little, we'd go out ice skating or whatever. We're always playing in the snow, and it's snow equals Christmas equals presents.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was like in August.
Yeah.
How different it would be.
Well, Santa be walking around with a floral shirt on and a beer, belly hanging out. He'd be like, "Hey, man, happy Christmas."
I feel like if like Christmas was in the summer, Santa would have a 6-pack. You know what I mean? Santa would not be holly and jolly. He'd be ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be flying his own sleigh.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Claus, she'd be in a bikini,
What
looking
do they call
hot.
them, twisties? Or
Yeah. All the little elves would be rocking a Speedo.
Oh man.
Yeah, oxymoron is at Christmas celebrations or when people go to church. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Why do they go to church on the holidays?
Yeah, and then they go out of the church and then they go to the store.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get a
Get
good
all
word in
kinds of
before
stuff,
the
yeah.
year ends. I
You can get a
guess,
good
right?
word in your living room. Where
Yeah.
there's 2 or more people together is
Yeah.
a church. We
Yeah.
are at church right now. By God, we're in church.
Yeah.
This is Reverend Ivan.
Yeah.
Tithing? Anybody?
Tithing, yeah, tithing,
Tithing.
tithing.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, how are we doing here with your
You're
retirement?
doing good.
I think
we're doing
this
great.
Probably should be
Yeah.
a wrap.
That's about
Yeah.
20
Okay.
minutes right there.
Okay.
What do
One
you
last
think?
thing I
Anything
saw in
else
your
you
thing
wanna-
there.
What's what?
You want to talk about the difference between a sweet potato versus yam? I see you wrote that down.
Well, they stole my thunder.
Well,
We don't. That's not the same podcast.
I mean, so do you know the difference between a sweet potato and a yam?
Yeah.
Because I do not.
One's yellow and the other one is kind of off red. It's
Okay.
kind of brick colored, really.
So, so they taste different. Is it like the
controversy
is the genetic
continues.
makeup completely
Fruit.
different?
Well, they're from different
Let's
families.
throw that
They
out
are.
there. Is
And
it a fruit or a vegetable?
the
Yeah, let's do
sweet
Let's
potato
confuse them.
has more, uh,
One is from the lily family.
yeah, and
Interesting.
that's the sweet. No, the other one's from the lily.
The yam is from the lily family.
Right, and the sweet potatoes from the. You got it. What is it?
Leafy? She said leafy.
No, lily,
Lily.
Yeah.
like lilies.
It's not the belladonna family. That's the tomato. Well, anyway, we'll talk about it next time.
But they're
I
not.
know,
They're
but it
not
is.
from the same family. That is
Yeah.
shocking.
They are not
Yeah.
from the same family. They are a
Yes.
completely different critter.
So, if you order a sweet potato and they give you yams, they don't know the difference, and that's what happened, isn't it?
That's what happened until
Yeah.
that little 85-year-old in her wheelchair schooled me.
Yeah. Okay, so like so different colors.
Yeah.
Do they have like
Uh,
is one better for you than the
Different
other?
Sweet potato.
vitamins.
Sweet potato is better for you.
Substantially better.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
that's what they say.
So is there more sugar than yams? Like what makes a yam like
No, they're just two
Less
different. It's like
desirable.
saying a potato is the same as a spaghetti squash.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They're that different.
So like I've kind of been alluding to this for the last 2 weeks because I kind of just thought that okay, we'll get to the end of the family tree and it'll split barely. But you guys are telling me that's why this is such a big deal is because they are completely different.
Completely
Yeah.
different vegetables. And are they a
Are
fruit
they?
or a vegetable?
Yeah,
They're a vegetable, right, Dad?
sure they are.
Yeah. Yeah, they are a vegetable.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see if the Sharon agrees with that.
I,
Controversy
you
continues.
know what?
Mhm.
I know what to say. I have no idea, and I have no idea. Yeah, yeah.
Well, we'll bring some information from a reliable source next time.
Yeah.
So you'll know the difference. And
So what
that'll
was-
be easy to do.
What was your favorite part about your Thanksgiving? And then we'll close it out.
Favorite part? What?
You want to say it was being with your favorite daughter.
Oh,
So, self-promotion.
yeah, Thanksgiving was my favorite daughter.
Yeah.
Make it believable, Dad. Make
Yeah.
it believable.
Yeah, gun to my
He
head.
doesn't have any favorites.
I have 4 children, and so
Yes.
that doesn't go so well.
No.
Yeah. Never choose a favorite, Ivan.
Never ever choose a favorite. Though we really all know the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have 2 daughters, and I always say, "You are one of my 2 favorite daughters."
I love that.
What was your favorite part, though?
Was the people we had there at the living room table and having Thanksgiving and discussion about this and that and the other thing, and that was really nice to do. And it was a small group, but it was done on Wednesday, so my daughter and her husband could go to see the Seahawks fly on their face.
Yeah. It was so bad.
Boy, did they!
Yeah.
Woo!
And
We wish
my
them-
mom had her ears in.
Yes.
She could actually hear.
Yes, it
Wow.
was
She got
new hearing aids
wonderful.
finally after
She
up to
did.
8 years.
She did. It was great.
And they work.
They do.
Really?
Yeah, I put them in. They work really good.
Yeah.
But
So
we
does she
wish-
hear everything now?
She hears things not better, but crisper, she
Crisper,
says. So
yeah.
she can disseminate what somebody said. So it's only improved her hearing 20%, but the crispness.
It's
really
the
good.
delineation of
Yeah.
the words and the sounds. Yeah.
We had
Can
false
you-
teeth all over the place that night. She had to go to her purse and get her eating teeth.
We wish the Seahawks.
Boy.
We wish the Seahawks great luck, and sometimes it just takes luck, and for their next game. So we will respect that, and we're still fans.
Always going to be
You don't
fans.
have
Always,
to be
always.
a fan to watch this blog, but we're still fans. you know.
Yeah.
I mean, what I will say about the Seahawks game on Thanksgiving is it was the perfect game to sleep to.
Mm.
Well said.
We can say the same thing, and we were there.
Everybody's like, oh, yeah.
Like, okay.
Did they win? No. Okay.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, Apple Cup this year.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What a game.
Yeah.
What a
What-
game.
When they were on that last stretch and the Cougs almost picked it twice in that last run, I was like on the edge of my seat just to be disappointed.
Yeah.
But like it kept the hope alive to the last second.
But
I enjoyed
it wasn't a slathering.
No, it
No,
wasn't. It was a
heck no.
good
They
game.
didn't just wipe
Yeah.
them up, man. They
Yeah.
fought for that game.
They did.
And the Huskies came this close to losing that game.
It was their game to lose, and they almost did
They almost
on
did.
multiple occasions. Yeah.
I was listening to it on the way to my auction when you
Yeah.
talked those 2 passes.
Yeah.
Almost intercepted. I'm like, no.
Well, I mean, we're jumping up on the couch like, whoa! Yeah, it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
So at least we got we got a handful of good games. But
Yeah, we
the
had a lot of
Coug
good
I
games.
enjoyed.
Yeah. My husband had a rough weekend because the Seahawks lost, the Vikings lost,
Oh, boy.
but he has me.
But the Hawks are going to win this weekend for him, right? What is it? Thursday?
Yeah,
Friday night?
he's going to
Thursday,
Dallas,
Tuesday
so
night.
Dallas?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna.
So,
Well, it'll be a nice stadium to be in.
yeah,
For sure. Arlington. Yeah.
He deserves it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, good job, Dad.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
gang.
good job, everybody, and we wish you all a happy afternoon and following days, and keep it cool. Keep it cool.
Keep it cool.
I like that a
I
lot.
do
Keep
too.
it cool.